Plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish? Are you...
Clip it.
Spit it on the floor. Spit it on the floor. Spit it on the floor.
That was the wrong bottle.
Unclip it. You got some...
First, press any key now.
Oh my god, did she... Clip it. She deleted me.
I don't know what's going on right now, but the phone legitimately says calling...
Texted first. Press any key now. Messages will be sent to you.
Bitch.
You got a feet thing?
No. But I have really cute feet.
Do you know why people have a feet thing?
No, I think it's gross.
I can tell you why
Do you want
that's...
to see my feet? Do you have a feet thing?
I don't really have a feet thing, but
I don't
I'll
either.
look at your feet if you want me to.
I don't
But
want...
Well, that was a whole lot of conversation. You put your headset on? I want to try it, though.
Okay, I'm just warning you. You might get horny.
Like, if I do it right away, I get horny? Mm-hmm. Like, within seconds. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to do it?
Okay.
Should we start the podcast and then I do it?
Yeah.
Can I do it for real? Like, that's not illegal.
No, it's not illegal.
I don't know. You're acting like it's illegal. You got it hidden in your pocket.
I don't have it hidden. It's just in there because I didn't know what might happen later.
Well, you tried to hide it.
Not with you.
Hey, never say never. Listen, but you tried to hide it from me.
I didn't hide it. I had it in my pocket, but
You wanted to explain it to me, but you wouldn't even tell me any details about it till then. You bust out the fact that you have it.
I told you I have them. I was thinking maybe later I'd hop on Grindr.
All right, we're doing this. All right, cheers with me. Hey, all right, we're starting this whole thing over again. This is a whole different world now, huh?
It's like a rush for like 15 seconds.
And that's what it's called, right? Oh, my mustache caught it on. Okay, so for 15 seconds, I'm going to be horny as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, if I get a raging boner, we're going to blur it out and it's going to be on this podcast. Are you comfortable with that?
Okay. Are we doing it on the podcast?
Yeah, I want to do it right now.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I'm Shay Newbert. And today we have a very special guest in the studio that's trying to make me do something interesting. And Jason Galli's in the studio. We've actually waited for Jason for a long time to be in the studio. I think the first time I asked him was a little over a year ago. But I think this episode from here on out is going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
But there is a purpose, and there is some things that we do want to talk about. You know, some bullying stuff and some in between the lines, gay shaming, I guess.
I don't know. I think it's always going to be a thing. I mean, we've come so far. When I say that, I mean, like, okay, so I wanted to be a flag person in school, like, the flags. Mm-hmm. But really, I wanted to do the pom-poms and the cheerleaders. So then when I went and watched my brother play football, and there was a damn kid as a pom-pom, I'm like, I want to do that. But at the same time, I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Would that have been Reed?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, all right, let's do this. Give me the drugs.
Oh my God, they're not drugs.
I guess there's some sort of sniff thing that is supposed to make me hot and erect very quick. And I've got a high tolerance to all these sex pills. As I showed you upstairs, I've got them on just as high demand as you do, clearly.
So they're illegal, so they're not illegal.
Okay. So I just snort. Just smell it.
Just smell it. So you're just gonna.
This. You do it too.
Oh God. Okay. So I'll do it first.
Oh my God! I smell it already. What is this? Is this like ammonia? Oh my gosh! This is This is crazy. Let's see if I can. That's some ASMR stuff. Woof. Whoa! It's like. I don't recognize the smell at all.
You know you're doing too much.
Oh. I don't feel anything yet.
You don't feel nothing?
I think I need to do more.
Well, you're supposed to hold it.
Hold it inside of me?
And
Then let it out. Okay, I did it wrong. All right, I'm snorting all your stuff.
It's already doing me now. I'm like, oh. Hold it in and then let it out.
I'm going to hold it in until my wiener's hard. What a sniff, right?
Is it working?
I mean, I don't know if it's doing anything.
You're not feeling euphoric?
I feel like I just smelled some really nice potpourri.
Oh, then you're not holding it close enough to your nose then. There you go. Okay.
I've got a strong will, my friend.
Apparently.
I don't know. It's not doing it. Like, I really just thought it was going to be instant boner. And I was really hoping for that. I do feel kind of like my cheeks are starting to get a little rosy. Oh my gosh. Wait. It's doing it. That's exactly the way I feel when I take one of those sex pills from like the Lion's Den and shit. My face is what happens first every single time is my face gets really hot, almost like I have a sunburn. And then my chest starts to feel like, oh, like I'm starting to look like Fabio a little bit here. And now I start thinking that I'm looking like a snack. I feel euphoric. In this moment, I feel euphoric. Mm-hmm. This is a utopia in this room right now.
I guess.
Your eyes are starting to look a little bit prettier. Oh my gosh. Wish you had a little bit longer hair. I'd have a clump of it right now. I do think that did feel very good. I was just hoping that my wiener was going to get hard. I just wanted that.
No, it didn't.
It didn't. Oh. But it might work its way there because I feel like it's still in my stomach. You never know. Let's see what happens. We'll do it more throughout the podcast. We'll see how many times. I'm sorry. Is it like it's like when somebody's like, I'm on a 1 Dr. Pepper limit?
And you need to do it in this one and in that one.
In both. It's got to go in both.
Yeah. And then you have to hold it in.
Yeah.
Release it.
Well, I used to, with like powerlifting, I used to do the ammonia, the smelling salts. Uh-huh. The ones that would just like rock your whole
Aren't those
world.
The things they use when they wake you up?
Yes. Yeah. Ammonia capsules. Yeah. And I mean, they would make your eyes just like bug out to where they feel like they're popping out of your head. But I'm really glad to have tried this new sex drug with you, and I can't wait to do it again.
Okay.
Okay. So
this is not where this is supposed to go.
Do you want to? Well, how do we go from here to where we want to get to?
I don't know. So you go.
Okay, I'll go. Hey, I just kind of want to say, you are a person that walked into this house instantly. I think this is a really great way to go from here. Mm-hmm. You walked in this house with nerves and anxiety and
major, yeah.
And that's a lot of that comes from a lot of the ways that you were treated or the way you were brought up. Mm-hmm. Not brought up maybe by your parents or your family, but by the way that you were treated by the people around you.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. When I was younger, I got bullied a lot, mm-hmm. and it was very painful. Like, I'm a stronger person now, but it's still like inside me, like that little boy. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so I get nervous. Like I told you earlier, like, I don't do this so much anymore, but years ago, like my mom was like, why do you walk with your head down and I fidgeted. Mm-hmm. And I was scared to like even go anywhere. You know, I only went to my grandparents' house. Like, that was my thing.
With like I even had because well, even a lot of people, they kind of like to refuse that I was bullied, but I was, like I used to, my lunch tray, and it was like the only days I'd get a hot tray, like we didn't have much money, so that didn't happen very often, but they would flip my tray. And so even when I eat dinner to today, I sit there around my plate. Like, so you don't touch it. You're not.
Right.
Yeah, and my wife's like, what are you doing here?
Which is funny
carnivore?"
because I would never think that you would have been someone that got bullied.
And people say that too, but it really is not true. I can tell you there was another person. I'm not going to say their name on here, but dude, this person, man, dude, I was a sixth
Are we
grader.
talking about the mini muffin man?
No, not that one.
Okay.
This one is, it was, because sixth grade through eighth grade were all on track together. And an eighth grader compared to a little 5 foot, little mini me.
Right.
I don't stand a chance. And I just remember like getting my hair pulled on the ground, spit in my face, and I think that, we look at bullying in a lot of different ways. And I know a lot of the times, a lot of the circumstances was because I was a good athlete.
Right.
I did enjoy sports, and I enjoyed trying to be the best at that. And I was never a cocky guy. I was never like, I'm better than you at this, or I'm so phenomenal at football, or I'm better. I would never do that. But I feel like a lot of the time it was, oh, you think you're good? Well, let me show you how fucking pathetic you really are. And I got that a lot.
And I guess that, okay, so bullying is not just, it could be because of your skin color, it could be because of whatnot. For me, it was because I was gay. But like I told you earlier, so I was told I was gay, you're gay, and made fun of that I was gay. Like, so I won't name a name, but there was one particular individual who kind of started the whole thing, and this was probably second grade.
Oh.
So even then, I mean, to be quite honest, like my mom shows me this list of songs I liked when I was little. And it's Tina Turner and Cher and Madonna.
Ooh, Tina Turner left a good job. Is that right?
Rolling on the River.
Oh, I love that song.
Right. So I'm like, oh my God, how did you not know I was gay? Right. But isn't it weird that gay people like are attracted to Madonna and Cher and those kind of people? I don't know. I think it's the survival instinct.
They're beautiful, powerful people.
Right. So, but those were my list when I was like 4 years old. But I mean, like I told you earlier, so I just thought I'm not gay. I just think I'm gay because they're calling me gay. But then I told you that one kid was like, "What are you gonna do next year when you have to get in the shower and get naked in front of your?" And I was like, "What am I gonna do?" Like, oh God. Like, I did not want to have any part of that because I thought, am I going to look at somebody and get aroused, or are they going to see me looking? Like, so it was just a head down thing.
But it's something that should have been stopped. That the whole shower, like, turn them into individual showers, turn it into individual stalls. Like,
I don't know that would help though. Like, because I told you now, like, I can go into a bathroom and there'll be people in there, but if there's a stall, I always have to go to a stall. I can't pee in a urinal at all.
I always do as well.
I can't. So, but if there's people in there, and even though the door's shut, I can't go unless there's like nobody in there. I'm so happy when I find a single bathroom. Like, yes, I can lock the door.
And sometimes they have those family bathrooms now, and those are the ones, you just, always carry a bag of diapers with you, even though you don't have kids.
I haven't tried that yet, but
and then at the end of the night, you just find like some people that have a kid, and then you just dump off the diapers with them. Like,
I'm gonna try that.
Like, this is my good cause for today.
Yes.
Yeah. Or have you ever worn an adult diaper?
No.
Oh my gosh, I had to wear one for 24 hours. I was in this tube thing, and I was in there for 24 straight hours. So you have to go to the bathroom in there. It's really uncomfortable.
Why did?
I don't know. I just made all that up. I just really thought about it and wanted to be in there.
Nope.
I thought about being in an isolation tank. Have you ever been in one of those? No. I think that would do a lot of good for you, too.
I feel like, though, I'm okay with that. Like, so the pandemic, I was not upset about that whole thing. I'm okay with being alone.
I loved it. I Loved it. I loved.
Except for when I would watch like something and they're like partying and drinking, I'm like, oh, I missed that.
Well, okay. Well, I do. Maybe we should correct. We loved the fact that we were just like alone in our house. We didn't love anybody
I find
getting
it
sick.
weird that
we
people
didn't.
are like, I can't be alone. I can't sit at home by myself. I'm like, why not? You have the TV to yourself. You have the shows to yourself.
I had
Order your Chinese.
three
I was
months
dating this
off
guy,
work.
and I wasn't even really dating him. He just really kind of liked me, and I lived in Peoria at the time.
What, did he sniff the stuff?
Maybe. But, so I was just like, are you going to leave? And he's like, hey, I'm going to order Chinese. I'm like, all right, if you're buying, you can stay a little longer. But then after the Chinese was done, I'm like, God, can you just leave?
Yeah. Like, I got shit to watch.
I
You know?
Which I know sounds terrible, but I've just been alone for so long that that's just who I am.
Well, I've got a question for you. What was your number one thing to watch during COVID? You know, like, well, not during COVID because it's still
Porn.
happening.
No, I'm just kidding.
I watch a lot of porn as well.
No, I'm just kidding. I watched everything. Like, I'm a big TV person. Okay, so growing up, I didn't have friends because I was made fun of and I was picked on. I was bullied. Like I said, my grandparents were my best friends. My mom. Mm-hmm. So movie stars were like my outlet. In fact, I even dissociated and pretended I was a celebrity. Mm-hmm. And I was dating this person. Like, when I think back to now, because you know I am mental health. I work for the mentally ill, and I have a degree in social work. And I've always done mental health work. So when I look back now, I'm like, oh my God, I was totally dissociating.
Well,
I came up with my own fake name, and I was started in these movies, and I was a singer and an actor, and like, that was all in my head.
but I don't.
Because I had no friends, so that was my life.
I think I might have to say, I think that's still my life because I literally like.
My fake name was Rachel Raquel, and I started in all these movies. Not that I want to be a woman. I don't.
No, but I'd say I still dig it.
But I wanted to be, like, I don't know. I was a singer and I was an actress and I started in all these, and I can't believe I'm saying this on the podcast, but not that I ever want to, like, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a woman, but I like my junk. I like, I know I'm a man. I don't ever want to do anything.
Yeah.
But for some reason, that was my, like, because, there was Madonna and J-Lo and all that did
We already know
movies
J-Lo is your
queen.
Yeah, you know what?
She's my queen.
You said that if you had to, if we had to pick a woman to become, like if we had to right now, boom, now we're a woman. Which woman would we become?
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez would be yours, and
if you had my love and I gave you, yep.
And like on my instinct answer, which has to be my first answer because I know she's listening. If I had to become a woman, I would become my wife just to feel how good that my dick feels inside of me. Like I want to see how good my dick feels inside of me. Like, damn. Otherwise, I want to see how bad your acting is. Like, but I would pick. There's a lot of really fun celebrities, but like
I'm already going to tell you to clip this, but I'm a bottom, so I wouldn't even never know how my dick felt in somebody. I'm already going to tell you you're going to clip that.
I'm not going to clip that. Actually, we're going to do it. It's going to be a picture of us scissoring right here, you and me, or 66ing. We'll do something that'll be right here in the middle. But no, but I don't know. I would. There's a. I've got some weird girl celebrity like Zooey Deschanel. She's one of my.
I like her.
Ali Wong is a
don't
big
know
one.
her.
She's a stand-up comedian. And then I've got some other like very random ones. I can't remember.
I love Sarah Michelle Gellar. Buffy.
Yeah. Oh, what does she do
I know
anymore?
you did. Oh my God, I know, right? What the hell happened to her? She's a mother now, and she's living her life, which I think's great. But she did just announce 2 new acting projects, so one of them's a Netflix show. So,
well, she's kind of like the other 3 named Sarah Jessica Parker. Where did she go?
Excuse me, she's on. They just revived Sex in the City.
I do know that, but where did she go for forever?
She was in divorce.
Was she? Oh, she was in divorce for 14 years.
No, that was a show.
Oh, I thought you were saying she was
On
getting
HBO.
divorced.
No, she's married to Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, Godzilla. He
I
was
was
in
going to say
Godzilla.
Ferris Bueller.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I'm way too old for that, or young for that.
Oh, I'm
Ferris
just showing my
Bueller.
age.
Yeah, I have seen that. I have seen that though.
And just like that, the new Sex and the City chapter just came out, and she's in that. And she looks flawless, but talk about bullying. So those poor women get bullied all. Like she's 55, and they're like, God, she looks old. Like these poor women get bullied way so more than men do.
I actually did stand up. Okay, so I'm getting the opportunity to do stand up at burlesque shows, which
by the way, can I tell you?
Oh gosh,
I loved your outfit.
Thank you.
And I loved Burlesque with Cher.
Burlesque with Cher.
Didn't you ever see Burlesque?
Oh yes, great movie, great movie, and it was Christina Aguilera.
Yes.
Yeah,
And a lot of people didn't
show
like
you
that.
how
I
to
thought it was-
burlesque.
Yes.
Yeah, and, Coyote Ugly. It just didn't touch. Yeah, burlesque.
No, a lot of people thought that was a shitty movie. I thought it was great.
Coyote Ugly.
No, Burlesque. But I did like
yeah.
Coyote Ugly, if only for Adam that stripped on the bar.
I have it on DVD and Blu-ray.
Burlesque.
And I've never had a Blu-ray player, but I do have it on DVD.
I love Burlesque.
It was good. It was really good. And I get to be in this world now with, it's so fun. My wife has lost 85 pounds, and she's kind of, the other day she said to me, I felt, not to you or not to my family or my very close, but I felt invisible. And then I lost all this weight, and now I feel like I'm important to people now. Like, they want to give me compliments. They want to tell me how good and that's
I don't think
heartbreaking.
that's necessarily true.
It's heartbreaking.
But you do. So I've lost about 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even. Okay, so I slowed down on my drinking because I used to be quite the drinker.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, how am I losing all this weight? Like, what the hell? And I didn't even really notice it, but people were like, you look really thin. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like to hear that? So then I'm like, oh, I bet it's because I haven't been drinking so much anymore. Because this is a lot of sugar.
There's a lot of sugar in that.
So, but you do hear that and you're like, oh,
Well, I think a lot with Timmery was she had a bad thyroid. Her hair, falls out, or she can be on the treadmill doing all and then weeks and weeks of keto and
I hear
but
that
now
keto though, and I've wanted to do that, but I hear that you do that and you gain back like 20 more pounds.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with almost every
podcast about keto.
Yeah, I mean, you want to do a podcast about keto or
no? I listened to yours.
We've had
keto and gayness. I think it was what it was labeled.
Was it really?
I think so.
What did I do? Did I blow keto? Oh, I don't know.
No, it was some other guy, and you guys were talking about keto and gayness.
And I hope I didn't say anything that.
No, I would have told you.
Yeah, because I even when I listen
or maybe
to
it was kale.
Kale.
I just listened to it last night, so.
Oh, not gayness, kale, keto, and kale.
No, it was gayness. A diet.
But I've always been an adaptive thinker, and I think that's kind of what this podcast is about too. With you and me sitting here, we both did come from very different upbringings, but in a way that if we weren't sitting here talking about it, we would never realize how similar we really are.
Right.
Yes, I wasn't bullied because I was gay, but yes, I was bullied in a whole different way. Mm-hmm. And to look, not to say that mine is worse or anybody's
bullying is bad bullying.
Because what we said earlier was the way it makes
it
you.
It changes your whole life.
It makes you into this person.
It shapes you into this person that. So I guess the best way that I can describe it is, and I said this to you earlier, so you're bullied, right? So for me, I was bullied as being a gay person, and then I was like, okay, am I gay or am I just think I'm gay because you're calling me gay all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And so then you find out, that you're gay in your heart, but you can't tell nobody. Mm-hmm. So you have to act like you're not. Mm-hmm. I would tell my mom would ask me, are you gay?
Yeah,
no, I'm not gay. That's disgusting. You just wouldn't admit that. So it wasn't until I went to college and people were so nice there. It was like a completely different world. They weren't mean. They weren't petty. They accepted you for who you were. It's where I came out. I always say that college was like my therapy for me. Like a lot of like I should probably be in therapy, but college was my therapy. But college also was where I discovered alcohol, and alcohol is a good thing and a bad thing, and it made me be more confident in myself. But college is where I came out. But I do want to touch on this subject, just that, so your whole life you have to pretend that you're somebody you're not, right?
Yeah.
So then once you come out and you finally say I'm gay, you have to rediscover who you are as a person because you don't even know who you are.
Yeah, you're very...
Because your whole life you lived as someone else.
Or even in a
and
shell.
So for the next 10, 20 years, you're trying to figure out who you are.
Yeah, it's like...
Who is the real me? Like, who's me?
Yeah, it's, like kind of like you just come at... You come out of the shell, the term coming out of the closet, honestly...
That offends me because I come out of the closet all the time with my cute outfits.
But like that sense, if you think of the definition of that term, because how many times, like when you think about it, yes, we walk out of our houses in all of these different wardrobes as this person. Or, you walk out of that closet every single day dressed like this, even though you want to wear, somebody wants to wear a dress or somebody wants to put on a
like that
rainbow.
Tight outfit you were wearing.
Yes, exactly. And
so
I enjoyed it.
Because when I finally fully came out in college, I went and got a whole new wardrobe. Mm-hmm. And now I love clothes. Like, I go into a store and I start to sweat. I'm like, clothes.
Well, like, Timmery knows, like, I'll go to Dollar General and she'll be like, those are girl capris. And I'm like, well, then daddy's dick gonna be hanging to the side because I'm buying them. Like, I don't,
until I came out, and I didn't really, I was a nerdy dresser, I guess, so to speak, until I came out. Like, once I fully was like, I'm gay, I went to that store with my friends that were so proud of me, and my friend Barb, God love her, I don't know where she's at.
Shout out to Barb. We're going to put Barb's name right here in the middle.
Barb from Wisconsin.
Barb from Wisconsin.
I haven't seen her or talked to her in years. I've tried to find her. I'm sure she does.
Oh, God, Wisconsin.
Don't you know? But she took me shopping. And I was like, I want that, and I want that, and I want that. And I was like, oh, it was almost like that scene in Pretty Woman where you get to try on the clothes.
I just watched Pretty Woman for the first time the other day. I was
like, oh my God. It was like a new thing for me.
I wanted it to be a little bit raunchier. I wanted it to be, it's a very good storyline, but I wanted, give me it all. What is his name? Richard Gere? Is that his name?
Gere. I did like the he wore a white Calvin Klein.
Oh, and Richard
I think there's
Gere?
nothing sexier than Calvin Klein underwear.
What about these? These were just gifted. These were just gifted to me.
Oh my God!
And I'm actually doing a photo shoot for Honey and Ether Photography.
Am I opening these up?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm actually doing a photo shoot for Honey and Ether in these.
I think you're gonna need
in those. Yeah.
From what I can see. Oh my God!
I'm gonna look fabulous. I
think your balls are gonna be hanging out.
Well, that's just for my legs. I think I'm doing it naked. I think the way they made it sound is I'm doing this naked.
Go you! I could never do that.
This is kind of a new world.
Unless we were doing that.
Yes, give me another sniff of that, and then maybe one of us we'll do like a clip too. One of us wearing these.
Oh no, you're gonna wear them, not me.
Give me another.
Okay, right. So you have to do it like this.
All right.
Hold it.
Why do you do that with your eye like that? Maybe that's why it's more effective. You went.
I don't know.
All right. Why'd you put the lid back on?
I don't know. And then you let it go.
Why is my sniff sound so much more?
Because you're like up there.
Man.
This is more like for. We're not gonna say this because you're gonna clip it anyway. So
I'm not gonna clip it.
You're gonna clip this. See, feel that this is like, okay, it releases your butt muscles, so if you're gonna get a dick in your ass, you're like, do it now while this is in here. Oh. You're totally clipping this.
Okay, wait, do you want me to clip it? Or are you saying that I'm going to personally clip it?
No, I think I'm gonna need, I can't.
All right, maybe we just my face is like 1,000,000 degrees. Okay, it's definitely doing. How red is my face right now?
It's a little red.
Oh my gosh! Wait, look at me in a different light. Like, Yes, my
Yeah,
face is
it's
all the
very
way
red.
red. Damn. You're popping a new cherry on
like, I
daddy. I'll just
You're
pour it on the
clipping that.
dick, dude. I'll just pour it on there.
Totally clipping that.
I'm not. You're forcing me to clip it because I kind of
That
like it.
part, yes.
I want to kind of leave it in there.
I'm not talking about sucking. My brothers are gonna listen to this.
Okay, sorry. Nay.
Okay, maybe you won't.
Kyle, Kyle, he's probably got a pretty suckable dick. Kyle, you're a hot guy. I did have I do have a mad amount of love for Kyle because I
mean, you can leave this part on there because Kyle is such a great kid, isn't he?
I do want to say he was one of those guys as being a freshman that didn't bully me. He was one of those guys that made me feel like a cool kid. There was 2 people in that graduating class that made me feel like a cool, normal kid, and it was Kyle and it was Angela Heber.
Okay.
And Angela Heber came up to me, and I literally just drooled everywhere she walked. Like I was just little, just a
Right.
freshman in her PE class. And when she graduated, she kissed me on the cheek and she said, "I wish you were older." And like, she didn't mean
Why?
that.
Because back in the day, the seniors dated the little young freshman girls.
There's a weird line there.
Why can't a senior girl date a freshman boy?
I don't think she even meant it. She was just
Oh, you
trying to
had that
make.
big hot body, huh?
Yeah, well, she was just trying to make me feel good, but like it meant so much. And then Kyle
But
too.
I will say that about Kyle. Like, Kyle is a very supportive brother. He's always been supportive of me, even when he likes to sometimes, what do you say, chastise. Jason.
Oh, he tries to silence you.
Not silent. He's just like, Jason, God.
He's just trying to be your brother.
But he would never bully anybody, and why he wouldn't do that is because he saw what I went through.
Yeah, and he makes that vocal even when he talks to other people outside. Like we're developing this friendship relationship, you and I, right now, but we've never had this outside of this. But what I've heard about you,
I feel like Jennifer Lopez right now. Like, are we? Can I talk about my new song?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Can I be in the music video?
Yeah.
Can I wear those? Yeah. We're in the same. Dude, our sniffing stuff is
No,
like,
no,
whoa. You said 15 seconds. This motherfucker's going for the whole pod.
Well, that's because you did a lot. But no, Kyle's I think that Kyle's never done that to anybody because he knew it.
Yeah, but like Kyle, old number 5 out there. You do. I mean, him as
Was that his number?
Yes, it was.
Oh my God, I don't even know his number. That's so funny that you know number 5.
I'll never forget. Dude, I'll never forget. It doesn't matter what I can say or what I would do. I can tell you that Kyle meant something so much to me that he'll never know. Like, he was such a breath of fresh air, and he had no idea. Like, it was so cool to be by the cool guy.
Can I take credit for that?
Yeah, absolutely. But like, it was.
I'm not gonna really, but so I talked to him last night, and I said, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing this thing, la la," and he was like, "I think that it would be more powerful if I could say, this is what I watched you go through."
Mm-hmm.
But see, it's sad that it comes to that where he has to be like, well, I watched my brother go through this, la la. But thank God he did, because he is a very popular kid, and now he's a very popular guy. He's a hot Galli. And he's just an all around really, and so is Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
I love Brendan too. Brendan wasn't raised to ever. Brendan just knew I was gay.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle didn't. Kyle had to find out that when I came out, and he was like, "Oh my God, what are my friends gonna think?"
Yeah,
He's gonna kill me for saying that, but it made him a stronger person.
Yeah, but it's also in the way that I we've talked about, the way developmental thinking comes a long way, and it's a very powerful thing when someone thinks about their brother or their loved one or their friend or these people, and they maybe it's a shell shock because they don't recognize that, or they don't understand that. But if they do, or if they can, and if they will, and if they develop and change, that's where the progress is made. That the next group of people won't be like that. They won't have to. It'll just be, oh, I'm gay, or oh, I'm a lesbian, or oh,
It'll never be that way. I don't think it ever will.
It at least can keep moving, and at least can keep moving and developing for some.
Right.
And if we can
I
change,
have these friends, Bruce and Lance. Hey, Bruce and Lance. So they're a very inspiring couple. You know, because you hear a lot about in the gay world where they don't really care about relationships, and you know they just fuck around and they're all about sex. That's never been my thing. Like, I would love to meet somebody and get married. I just don't think that's in the cards for me. I'm 41 years old. I don't know. I'm 41 years old. Where is he?
But
That's totally a Sex in the City line, by the way. But
I don't memorize all the lyrics, but
I do. I'm very good at doing that. I will. My friend Jessica will tell you, like,
Sarah Jessica Parker. Well, actually, we have a surprise for you, Sarah.
oh
Come
my
on in.
God, is she here?
She's actually here with another one. J-Lo, come on in, baby.
Is Samantha here too? Because if I was ever going to be a character, it would be Samantha from Sex in the City.
No, but we do have... Hey, Kyle, come on in. Kyle's here, too. Kyle's the only one that actually have a chance of getting in the studio.
Right? If J-Lo came in here, though, I'd shit.
I would, too. I might take another step of that real fast.
No. So, where was I even going with this? Oh, so Bruce and Lance are these... You know, you see a lot of these gay couples, and everybody's like, oh, please, they don't last. They cheat on each other, I'm totally against cheating. I hope one day maybe I meet somebody, and because my wedding is going to be epic.
Can I marry you? I'm ordained.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Okay. You might have to wear those.
I'm not opposed.
Okay. Maybe we'll get married on that lake.
Oh, beautiful place. I know a great place to get Fireball at, too.
Okay.
Almost a block.
Right next door.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I was like, oh my God, like, here's a real relationship that you can, like, want. Like, oh, there's something I want, you know, and they're very incredible people. Very nice people. I actually introduced my parents to them, and Kyle and Katie met them, and, like, they just absolutely loved them, and they're somebody that you aspire to be, like, oh, look at that.
Yeah. And that's very admirable, like, you know, like that.
Because you don't see that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the way we think about everything, though. Some people bring, and I'm not saying that there was any underlying issues, but when you see beautiful people, or you see, I'm gonna use a great example here. You take Robin Williams, the happiest man in the world, and you have no idea what's going on behind the lines of this person,
Absolutely.
broken and beaten. You know,
That's why I did what I do. So I went to school because I was like, I want to help the mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
I watched One Life to Live, so I'm going to tell this story again. And Vicky turned into all these different personalities, and she was Nikki Smith, and she was this, and then my alter ego was Nikki Smith too. But I was like, the mind is a crazy fucking thing. I cannot believe that the mind can do that. Mm-hmm. I want to work with those kind of people. I want to help them. And there's such a stigmata, too, against mentally ill people. They're not given enough credit. They're not given, like, I'm sorry, but... So these people get $30 a month. They get a Social Security check, which is about $2,000, right?
Uh-huh.
All that goes to the nursing home, except for $30. Now, if you smoke, that $30 is gone.
Uh-huh.
How fair is that?
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. You know,
so I'm their advocate, so I have to say this isn't right and that isn't right. And, oh, they can't do this. I'm like, oh, no, that's the right. Yes, they can. Mm-hmm. But, so, you don't know who a depressed person is.
Yeah. Nobody
so
realized
like
I
Robin
was depressed.
Williams, you know, you look at him and you were like, oh, my God, there's no way. But depression comes in all... I will honestly tell you, I was never depressed. I don't know why. I should have been. I feel like maybe I should have been. I mean, all the shit that I went through and all the crap that I went through, I feel like I should have been depressed.
Uh-huh.
But I wasn't because I transported myself into Hollywood.
That's so cool, though. That is really cool.
I was like Olivia Newton-John and Tina Turner and One Life to Live and Madonna and Jennifer Lopez. Like, those were my escapes. And it didn't make... I wasn't depressed. Do I get depressed? Yes, but does it last for very long? No.
Well, you know, like, for me, I think I can relate so much to this because I was a very suicidal person. Like I did a lot. Like there was a lot of things going on. I attempted it multiple. I hung myself. Like
Which I think is so, and I did do that once, and it was after a particularly awful time at school when I was coming home from school, and it was me and Jared. I was asking Kyle this last night if he was there, but I don't think he was. I think it was me and Jared. And they followed us home and started beating me up and wouldn't let him leave. And he was little, so he couldn't do anything. So he raced home to my dad. By the time my dad got there, they were still there, and he chased them off. But I did one time.
yeah,
But immediately after I did it, I was like, oh, Mom.
Yeah, and for me, it just kind of felt like a thing that it was inevitable. Like that, and I said that word, like, but I didn't know. There was so much that I didn't know, and my body and mind were doing things that I wasn't really in charge of anymore. And I fought and fought, and when I finally got rid of all the medications and all the antidepressants, and
Which can be a good thing or a bad thing.
yeah, absolutely. But when I got rid of all those things too, I found a new identity and I found a new self, like in the middle.
Not to dredge up anything, but was it all because of what happened to you when you were younger?
It was that, and I was married and I was miserable, and
To who you're with now?
no,
I didn't know you were married before that.
yeah, and and when things broke down, I felt like I didn't even have a voice, or I didn't even really know if, and maybe it's not on my ex, maybe it's more on me, but I begged for that, just any sort of attention, and then to correlate it back,
Well, that is something that you do too.
I was always
can
just
be attention
I was just the power.
Not you, but
Yes, no, you're very right. Like, but I was just this power lifter that didn't have a voice. And then, so when I got hurt really bad, and that happened as well too. So that's all part of this huge whirlwind of, like, the whole breakdown of going from up here to rock bottom. Like every time I picked up a football, I wasn't Tina Turner, but I was Devin fucking Hester. I would, like, if I pick up a football in my garage, I pretend I'm returning a kick for a touchdown, or
I pretended I was Tina Turner, and let me tell you, I even knew those moves right down to what she did.
But
I watched her perform, and so then I had a brother Shannon that passed away, and he had cerebral palsy, so we would have concerts. Mm-hmm. Oh. And I would do the whole Tina Turner concert set list, and I could do all the dance moves. I'm very quick at picking up dance moves.
Well,
so,
we have a big karaoke house. Carrie Cortez, do you know who that is? From Kiwani, redhead guy, manages the Subway.
No, but I love Subway.
Beautiful,
and
big red beard.
And my sister-in-law, Paige, works there. Shout out to Paige.
Paige. Wait.
Wida?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know it, yeah. Oh my God, you know who Carrie is.
She's not actually my sister-in-law, but she is.
Okay, well, then make sure next time you're in Subway and you see my guy Carrie, that's my boo. But he puts on pretty much concerts here when we have parties at our house, and he'll sing karaoke the whole time because he's so incredible.
Don't get me wrong, I'll sing karaoke, but it's not going to be that great.
No, but what we're going to do...
I do a mean Harper Valley PTA.
No, we're doing rolling down the river.
2, 3 foot.
But if you want me to sing Tina Turner, I'll do it, and then you get the deep voice. But
I don't have a deep voice.
I might be closer to the rolling.
I told you that I always have had an issue with my voice.
Well,
surprisingly, I'm not. It's not bothering me so much right now.
I don't listen to your voice. See, and that's like we have issues with ourselves too that we have to.
No, mine was when I was.
Yes, yeah, and I'm not. I did not mean that.
Record.
I just mean we're too. We're too hard on ourselves moving forward because I don't hear. You're talking to I do want you to say this story, but I do want you to understand. I don't hear that. I don't hear what you think you hear.
Which is true. Everybody hates their voice.
Yes.
So let's just be honest. Everybody does. They're like, oh my God, I can't stand this.
It's so cringy.
I didn't think that my voice was that awful until it was I had to do a speech and I had to do a play and they recorded it and then they played it back and everybody laughed.
Yeah,
And it made me, and I was so appalled. I just felt so invisible. I still can remember that to this day. Like, I can remember being in that classroom and just feeling like I want to disappear. Like, oh my God, I hated it.
you know, I had a speech to give. And it was, I can't remember what the speech was. I was a sophomore in high school. And I don't know.
Sophomore, I saw your sophomore picture. Was that you as sophomore? You're all like next to the blonde wig.
Next to the blonde wig?
I'm like, there's the Shane I remember.
Yeah, I know. You're like looking at me. You're like, damn, dude, look at this guy. He's ugly, old, and fat now.
I did not say that.
But no, like even in high school, I faked a panic attack as I got up to give a speech.
Oh, you faked it?
Because I don't know why, I was just so afraid to do it. And, you know, when everything's in my realm, in my terms, you know, like when I'm up on stage doing stand-up or when I'm powerlifting, I'm in control of everything that happens.
Do you still powerlift?
No, but I drink Fireball. I sniff Rush. Yeah. But, no, but like, I just think that those type of moments were like moments for me where I was.
Panic attacks are real things, and I recently have started getting them.
They're terrible. They can do a lot of things to you.
It's like once I turned 40, everything went shit.
Man, I'm a minute
High blood
to go.
pressure, anxiety, and so I went to the doctor, and they put me on a pill that I couldn't take it. I quit taking it because it made me feel too weird.
Do they know you're on Rush though? Are you honest with your doctor about the Rush?
Yeah, it's not.
There's meth in there. I'm not clipping it. There's no meth in there. I think it works It's like longer lasting on me. I'm rocking some Chubbo, man. It's stiffening up.
Oh my God, is it really?
Yeah. Do you really want me to clip that?
Yeah.
Okay, clip that. I felt like you meant that one real bad. Like clip that.
Yeah, clip that.
But no, keep going. Like well, no, I guess we can't keep going on that. We already clipped it.
Oh, okay. So I was masturbating. You can find what I don't care. Just
Bring it back in. Unclip it.
Just leave it in there. Okay. So I was watching porn. I'm like, yo. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. I mean, clip it. Clip it. Shane, don't forget this clip, you fuck.
Oh my God, is that even hard?
No, yeah, it's very cool side.
I mean, plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish? Are you...
Clip it.
Spit it on the floor. Spit it on the floor. Spit it on the floor.
That was the wrong bottle.
Unclip it. You got some... Your breath smells fabulous. What the fuck have we done? Oh my. Are you okay? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Just spit on the floor. Yeah. Just spit it on the floor. We mop it in here. It's going to be okay. I can't believe you did that either. You didn't swallow any of it, right? Okay.
My tongue's feeling a little hard.
You're just so fucking horny right now.
My tongue's on fire.
You said your tongue was feeling hard.
My lips are not.
Okay. I don't know who that is. I think that.
Speaking of Grindr, somebody's inboxing me.
Oh, let's check it out.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Yup.
Nope.
You have J-Lo as your background on your phone.
I do. And wait, my cover photo too. J-Lo gay.
Oh my gosh, look at her.
I've seen her 3 times.
In person?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I have her phone number.
oh my gosh, well,
You want to
she's
call
right
her?
outside.
You want to call her?
If you want to.
Let's call her before I log off. We're gonna call J-Lo. Maybe she'll answer. I'm like, girl, can you just do me this one solid?
If Linda picks up the phone right now. Clip that.
No, you.
Keep it in. And then they come
Right.
back on the pod.
How are we doing this?
First, press any key now.
Oh my god, did she... Clip it. She deleted me.
I don't know what's going on right now, but the phone legitimately says
You want to be
calling.
texted first. Press any key now. Messages will be sent to you.
Bitch. I still love you, but you...
What the fuck is this?
Well, it's JLo's number. She sends me, and hey, my new.
But what the
video's
fuck
coming
is
out.
it for real?
Normally, you call her, and she's like, "Hey, baby."
Oh, it like says something from her, and you can talk to it?
Yeah, you can leave a message. Hey, baby, I can't answer the phone right now. I'm busy working.
How do you get that fucking famous? That you have a phone number for fans to call? Like, how do you get that fucking famous?
Well, I can show you that she messaged me on my birthday.
Oh, motherfucking J-Lo. Wait, what was it? Did she sing the song "Sticking Your Hand in My Back Pocket"? No. She did that one with the green lights. The green lights. It was all the...
Waiting for tonight.
Night.
Oh, when you will be here in my
arms. Waiting for tonight. Yeah. I remember. That was one of the coolest, and that was right at the time where Ricky Martin...
Okay, here.
Ooh, Ricky Martin
How
might
are
be
we
my
gonna?
favorite
Oh
gay guy.
God, I knew he was gay the minute I saw him perform. That jiggle jingle in his pants.
He might be my
I'm
favorite.
Like, what is that?
And have you seen him now? Dilf for days. He was just in Versace. He is one of the main.
I watched that. That was such a good show.
So good.
Wasn't that the murder of Gianni Versace?
Yes.
The murder of Gianni Versace. Oh my God, that was so fucking good.
Yeah, it was.
And
so
he
good.
said when he did that scene, he got a hard on.
Oh, dude, what a babe. He is Dilf status for
Listen,
days.
I would have living Livy Devoted on his ass.
Yeah, dude.
If he would have said, put it in me, I would have been like, I'm normally not like this, but I'll do it.
You would have that would have been normal.
First of all, no, because I'm a bottom.
Oh, I
I like
see.
the dick
You wanted
in me.
Yeah, gotcha. Do you like to
By the
suck
way-
on toes?
No.
You got a feet thing?
No. But I have really cute feet.
Do you know why people have a feet thing?
No, I think it's gross.
I can tell you why.
Do you want to
That's.
see my feet? Do you have a feet thing?
I don't really have a feet thing.
I
But
don't
I'm gonna
either.
look at your feet if you want me to.
I don't
But you
mind.
don't want to step in your rush spit.
Thank God that didn't kill me.
Yeah, no, thank God it did not.
By the way, can we go back to JLo? She said, Happy Thanksgiving, baby. I'm thankful for you. Have the best day ever with your family and your friends.
Do you think that was real J-Lo?
Yeah. Look. She said, guess what? I said, new song. New song.
You motherfucker.
Don't hate because you're jealous.
I'm a bit.
You know what I'm really excited for? And
What?
this podcast is going completely nowhere.
It's going somewhere.
Did we accomplish what we wanted to accomplish?
I really, truly believe so.
Bullying is mean. It affects you your whole life. It shapes the person that you are for the rest of your life. If you're able to move on from that, that's great. If you have to go get therapy, that's great too. There's nothing wrong with getting therapy. If you don't have to get it, don't get it. If you want to drink a shot of Rush to get
Then go get that rush.
However, it's a bad thing and it's mean and you really need to teach your kids not to do it. And
we need to work together. We need to understand and compromise, and we need to have feelings for everyone.
yes. It ruined my whole life. I'll just say that. Not that I have a terrible life.
But it hurt you for a long time,
It
and it's
still
still
hurts
hurting you.
my heart.
And that's not
I still
okay.
struggle.
You know, even it's just it's a very complicated situation that we don't think about other
They
people's
say that
feelings
sticks
or their
and
future.
stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt you. But they do.
And it's gonna hurt. These things that you say now, you may not realize are gonna hurt your own feelings that you said this to another person. And
Yes. So can
in
I
the
just say,
future.
so at 41 years old, I still have nerves. I was so nervous coming over to his house. And when I walked up, he was like, oh my God, I know a lot of people. What did you say?
I've had 70
And
or 80
you
guests. Yeah.
look so scared.
Yeah,
I was scared. And that is because of what I went through in my childhood. So you really need to teach your kids to be nice.
and that, that's why I knew that we weren't just going to come down here and start a podcast. I'd like to say that I faked all this stuff with the computer not working at the start.
You asshole.
But I didn't fake it. It's just not working. But that's why I wanted to keep you in the kitchen for a little bit. I wanted you to relax. I wanted you to understand that I'm not your bad space. I'm not a bad environment for you. I just want you to know that I'm not. Like,
Christmas, the snow's coming down.
Santa. But I wanted you to know.
I fucked Santa. Clip that.
Keep it in. I fucked Mrs. Claus and Santa and Buddy. Jason, do you want anybody to follow your TikTok or any of your stuff?
Absolutely, please, because I think I'm very funny. Oh, well,
You are very funny. You are very funny.
I only have 206 followers, and I don't understand how somebody else that lives in Kiwani has 11.89 thousand.
Who's 11.89 thousand?
Well, I'm not going to say his name.
Who's 11.89?
A lot.
What does that number even mean? 11.89
He's
thousand?
got 11.9K thousand.
11.
How do you have that many people?
Who? Who?
I think that's gonna.
I don't even know who that is.
I think he paid for that because listen, they sent me a hey, if you want your videos discovered, well, $20 for 2 months, and you're gonna blow the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go on the fucking podcast.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. TikTok is.
I think my videos are hilarious.
But all it takes is one that goes crazy, and then
I've tried, and I feel like some of them have. However, that new Karen video I did on Dasher and Dancer and Prancer,
yep.
that blew up like the son of a bitch.
Well, let's keep it moving, and then maybe I'll give.
You know what my other one that blew up was when I was like, "Why is that person running?"
Yeah, that was fucking funny. They
That
must be.
blew the shit
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
I could not go anywhere without people being like, "Oh,
they're
my
doing-
god,
they're doing it because they want to. Or
you're
whatever it
running
was.
on purpose."
Yeah, that was
7
good.
in the morning, and I'm drinking and smoking.
Uh-huh.
That shit blew up.
But that's your that's your niche too. Like, because even I can distinguish the fact that you're like for one of the
Even
first
my mom was like, a lot of times my mom and dad are like, "Oh God, your videos." But I can tell you anywhere I ever go, it can be Sullivan's, Walmart, wedding reception. My dad and my mom are always like, "Oh God, it's getting a little rough." And then they're like, "Can I just tell you that his videos give me life?"
That's good. That is.
And I go, "Yeah, okay, so then check." Because they're like, "Oh God, you posted another video." But if that little bit of 30 seconds gives you a smile.
And it brings, you are a person that thinks about what everybody says and what everybody thinks,
I do, to a degree.
Like you can get 100 compliments, you get one bad line, somebody says one mean thing.
Oh,
and
no, that
mean,
doesn't bother me.
But like that, that it still means so much when you hear like even a bad thing, it sucks,
I mean, I would love to be TikTok famous, and apparently I kind of am.
Well, what we'll do is I have a second pair of pants that I've made with a big giant fake wiener, but we'll both wear them and we'll fraud or dock or something.
I love frauding.
So where do they
Have you
find
ever
your
fraud?
stuff? It's all going to be attached on.
Okay,
we can't
so-
fraud. Or no, we can't dock.
What's that?
Clip it.
No, can I wrap up the podcast by saying this?
Yes.
I am a huge horror movie fan.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing greater than Halloween, the original, with Jamie Lee Curtis. And yes, but that goddamn fucking series has been retconned so many times, right?
Yeah.
There's never been... I'm going to do a little Scream shout out.
Okay.
There has never been a horror movie, and I'm a horror movie huge fan, like Scream. What horror movie have you ever seen where 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the original characters?
Oh, yeah. No, I think that's great.
And part 4 got such ridicule, but I was just like in such awe that at 40 years old, look at Neve Campbell, and at 45, look at Courtney Cox. Playing her bitchy self. And now, 25 years later, we have part 5 coming out.
She's just a journalist, They're working.
She's Gail fucking Weathers.
Sorry. You never asked me what movie made me cry
I'm
the
just
most.
gonna tell you this. So, Scream 5 comes out January 14th, 2022.
Come to the theaters.
I'm going the opening day.
Are you going with me?
Can I sit on it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna put something in the popcorn?
We're gonna only get one chair.
I might scream.
Oh.
At any rate, I'm just saying, like, this kind of shit doesn't happen. Like, I am a huge horror movie fan, and to see that Scream 5 is coming out with Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox, all still, like, that shit doesn't happen.
Yeah, but
I'm so excited. So this is my little plug on Scream. Make it a success because I want a sequel.
fuck yeah, let's do it.
I want a Scream 6.
Now let me tell you.
And if they kill Sydney or Gail, I'm never going again. But you can kill off Dewey because he's stupid.
Dewey is stupid.
He should have died in the first one.
Man,
Why the fuck did Gail marry him anyway? He must have a big dick.
must. And I think this is it, huh?
This is it.
This is Shot 30 Podcast.
I was so nervous about this, and I feel like I did a pretty good job.
I feel like I have a whole different human being sitting beside me.
I know.
Well, you did drink some Rush. Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, YouTube, all those things. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. That is Jason Galli. You're beautiful and perfect, and thank you so much for doing this. And you will absolutely be back on this podcast whenever you want.
I think we should bring my brothers in.
I mean, absolutely. And we have 3 mics.
We should bring Kyle in.
Well, after he clip it.